And then you can actually try doing one leg at a time. You can try doing one side, and then the other side, and just play with it for a minute. Just notice where your sticky spots are. Sometimes it's the inner thigh, sometimes it's the outer thigh. Replacing our foam rollers, right? Nice. Beautiful, guys. Isn't that fun? So I do this a lot. I open up the legs before I open up the hips in my private practice with my clients. So all the stagnation in the legs and the energy lines in the legs have to open up so the hips have some freedom. Okay? Beautiful. Now we're going to come into the dancing Shiva sequence. Ready? Guys, take a little break. Good? Just a little relaxing. Good. Relax it out a little bit. Sway from side to side. I'm going to edit this all out, Heather.
I'm going to help you with your advertising.
I'm doing your personal video. That's how we do our training. Girls.
This is how we play in the weather. This is how we do.
This is how we do it.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh my God.
Conversion.
That is so awesome.
That kitties.
That is so awesome.
Too many girls. Anyhow.
Oh my gosh.
PG kids. PG them. Okay. So, dancing Shiva sequence, one of my favorite sequences. We're going to reach forward towards our knees, slide our hands up the leg loops. We get our hips ready by doing the silver screen first. Okay, everything stacks on itself in the sequentials. So we're going to keep the right knee bent. We're going to lift the hips, roll onto the top of the left thigh. Okay? Point your hips down towards the ground. Yes. Make a wish, right? Shoulder opener, so my thumbs up towards the sky, and then I can pull. So see how I'm more straight up and down than leaning forward? This is all opening, right? The whole front edge. So as. Your hips around, do some raspberries. So Amy, I want you to roll your hips down towards the ground, square them a little bit more. Yeah, so we're on the top of the thigh. Yeah. We can always spread the leg loops out if it becomes too much. So make sure you're above the knee in particular. Thank you. First rounds. Awesome. So a roundabout. So we lean back, bend both knees, go into the left knee, roll onto the top of the right side. Yes. Beautiful, guys. Long lines of energy. So my thumb's pointing up towards the sky and I'm getting a really big shoulder opening. So my chest is pointing towards yantra. Okay. Anytime your leg loop is bugging you, you can bring it up a little bit higher. You can spread it out on the top of the thigh. So give it another shimmy. No, don't mess with it. Shimmy. Bring your hips down towards the ground. The other way. Oh, the way you don't want to go. Okay. Shimmy forward. Forward. Yes. We always back out of it, right? Yeah. Like, roll your ankles around. See if that helps. Around about. Lean it back. Bend both knees. Okay. One more time. Come onto the top of the left thigh. Bend the right knee. This time we're going to incorporate the quad stretch. So bend the back foot. Now this might be as far as you go. This is totally okay. You got to get onto the top of the quad. Yeah. Put your hips down towards the ground. Julie, I want you to lean back and spread out your leg loop from knee to the thigh. Spread it out. Spread it out. The whole thing. Yep. Ease and grace. Ease and grace. Smooth jazz. Yeah. There you go. Beautiful. Now roll into the top of the thigh. Roll into the top of the thigh more. Shimmy. Yep. Reach back behind you. Yes. Yep. That's enough. That's enough. Shimmy. All right. For you crazy flexible people, bend the knee into the elbow crease. The full dancing Shiva is working with us. Feel free. a little bling that comes off your teeth whenever you smile. All right, lean back. So lean back. Stretch. Release. All right, that's a lot. So come through Chillaxin. Woo, so soon. So we might only go into the lounging positions with new people, right? They might not be ready for the quad stretch. But work them up to it. All right, so we're all going to spread out the leg loops so we know how to make adjustments for people. So from the knee up. So don't pull it below the knee, pull it up. So get it to the upper thigh if you can. If they're entangled, go ahead and spread them out. Make sure they're not twisted. Now notice how much nicer this is, both of them if you can. Put yourself forward. Even that's nicer. It's like, oh yeah. I like that. Now in this position, see there's two sides to the leg loop. I'm going to pull the back end away. Does that make sense? Always hold on to the leg loops, not the swing, okay? Take the breath. Slow down. Slow down. These are. Hold on to your leg loops. We got a colleague.
Wait a minute, the leg loops, the legs are in them. That's what a leg loop is.
Alright, we're bending the left knee, we're rolling onto the top of the thigh. We're going to do a little shimmy. So go to the top there, okay? So we're pulling the leg loops away. So it opens up the shoulder. Really nice. So we can push. Push and pull. Really good. So Bob, can you please keep the swing around you? And put the swing behind your back. Take your arms around it. Okay, bend that knee. Up. So lean forward. So I know that it's the tightness that the body is avoiding. Without having to just cheating and relax into it, lean into it. Soften, feel supported by the swing. You want to try for the elbow hook? Go for it. And then either extend it or in. So this is the dance of Alex. Beautiful guys. Really nice. Okay. Release. Roundabout. Go ahead and come back to Chillaxin. There's two more poses that are advanced poses. We would only teach them in a beginner class if we have like one or two crazies that are super flexy and we want something for everyone. But if they're struggling in the lounges, we wouldn't go any further. We want to tease people, but we want to give them something to look forward to. All right, so we come back. We're Chillaxin. I'm going to bunch them up again. Just if you prefer to keep them spread out, that's fine. So this is the bow and arrow sequence. So we hold on to our leg loops, not the swing. The leg loops. Reach towards your knees and slide your hands up. Keep doing that practice. Reach towards your knees and slide your hands up. Reach towards your knees and slide your hands up. It's a real common, I don't like to say error, but difference, difference in practice than what I'm going for here. Okay, these are our stabilizers. We always want to hold on to these, right? So we have our hook, and then we have our anchors. Okay, so we bend the right knee, come onto the top of the left. So somebody can just hang out and laugh. Shimmy onto the top of your thigh. Shimmy onto the top. So use your hips to shimmy. So like that. Better. Okay, for bow and arrow, we're going to go ahead and press the leg loops away. Okay, practice doing one and then the other, and you'll get a nice little swing. Synchronize. Not too much. I promise them to circus leg. The whole house like. All right. I know it's so fun. Little flying eagles. Beautiful. Roundabout. Do second side. Bend the left knee. So watch me, Julia. I shimmy with your hip. Yes. That's it. So it's a movement from our pivot point is at the hips. Okay? Bow and arrow is straighten both arms, straighten both legs. Woo. do one at a time. Bend the front leg. Extend. Woo, sink up, kitties. So nice. Not too much. Sucking the house down. Oh, you guys look so pretty. Aww. Awesome. Okay. Woo! Your center. Relax. For those that have had enough, I want you to just chillax. Hang out here and enjoy the respite. There's one more pose, which is called Hanuman. You don't get extra gold stars for doing it. It's only for those that like to be super flexy. So if you're going to move on, stay chillaxing if you like. You're moving on, reach towards your knees and then slide your hands up so you make sure you have your anchors. Bend the right knee, roll onto the top of the left foot. We're coming through dancing Shiva, and then straightening the front leg. Hook the toes. It's really hard. It's not necessary at all. But that's the full Hanuman. Or just go ahead and grab for the shin. Or go ahead and just hold the back of the knee, whatever. But the full extension is a nice big stretch. Okay. For one or two crazy people. Okay, let's do the second side. Now, if you don't hook the back leg and reach forward for the front toes, somehow it's a lot easier. So go ahead and try that first. So we're going this way. Left. Stabilizing. There it is. Alright, go ahead and release. Beautiful kids. That's it. We made it through the whole sequence. Beautiful, guys. Alright, so go ahead and just hang out in a child's pose for a few minutes. Stop in, give thanks. Pull the energy all back to your core, to your center. Thank your body, thank your breath, thank your being, thank the building, thank all the people.